everybody? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? I had to watch the live earlier today with Edie Marie and noticed that my camera kept freezing. Oh my god. Yeah, oh man. I don't know what was going on. I took some time to try to reboot. Then, did a load of laundry and god. So, hold on a second. Okay. Try to get my head synced up. Okay, here we go. And then I was watching. I said, "Why is my camera freezing up?" The internet was fine. I rebooted because tomorrow we're gonna be on with Fax Me. It's gonna be an early. I don't think I've ever gone live like that as far as a planned show at 9 a.m. So, y'all, it's gonna be early in the morning. uh, Jesus Christ. Then the lights were flashing. Oh, child. Lots of things happen. Sometimes it's not until you look at everything. Okay. Sometimes it's not until you look at everything where you can like see, oh man, it was freezing up. Oh, y'all. I'm sorry. The camera kept freezing, but I had a great time. Either way, Edie Marie looked absolutely bedazzling. Had her Jessica Pisana and wig and stuff going. Oh, it takes a level of creativity and boldness, honey, to get into those personas. So when I say talent galore, talent galore. Y'all see me, I come in with a hat, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all good? We'll reschedule this thing so many times. I said, nope, we're doing it today. We're getting into it. No reply, you in the chat, honey. Oh, y'all, shout out to No Reply. And let me pull up some of this information that was sent to me, including the lawsuit. Let's get that up. So I am going to do the best I can with what we're working with. The information that was sent to me from No Reply, because sometimes the best person to present it is the one that did the research. But I am going to do the best I can. So let me see here. And if I miss anything, No Reply, let me know. Let's see. I'm just trying to get all of the documents up and open. Yeah, he wrote out a whole summary and everything. It's awesome. Gotta appreciate this. Francisca, shout out to her. Did a fantastic presentation, set it all up and everything on the black mold, dealing with Umar Johnson's bandos. And now we got No Reply doing his fantastic research on the purge store with the Hermans. So let me get my screen shared, because I'm going to start with this roadmap that he typed up. Okay. And we're going to go through that. And then No Reply will add commentary in the chat, help fill in the gaps, and let me know if I'm missing something. Let me see. I want to make sure I got all this stuff up. Let's share the screen. Y'all doing all right? Hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button coming in. Hit the like button coming in. Ooh. So here's this roadmap. Oh, good stuff. I do have a lawsuit up, and I want to make sure I got everything else up. Oh, Candace. we got stuff. Yep. Candace, you're so in trouble. You would think she would just chill out, knowing that she has, these lawsuits and all this stuff going on. You think she would just go sit down somewhere? Can't make this stuff up. Yep, we got text. Oh, he got it all. We got it all. So we're gonna kick off with this first. Okay. Y'all doing good? I see y'all up in here. Let's get comments in right quick. 54 B. Lewis became a member. Appreciate you. Good to see all of you all again. Mindy up in here. Mr. B5, how you doing? You're taking you with me shopping. Ciao. Get them headbuds in. If anybody's asking you, why is that man laughing like that? Why Mr. B laughing like that? Just say, it's Lady Luck Cloud. She's funny. Oh, go shopping, go shopping. Oh, no reply up in here. CC up in here. I did safety yesterday and Safeway listed in the LLC. Caleb up in here. I appreciate all of you all, the eclectic journalists up in here. Shout out to you. Tammy up in here. How you doing, Tammy? What's going on? We got a couple new people up in here. Tammy and eclectic journalists were in the live earlier. I appreciate it. She can't help it but wild out. Y'all ready to get to this? Oh man. So we're gonna go through some of this information. You guys make sure to ask plenty of questions in the chat. NoReply is here, and he can answer questions and fill in some of the gaps. We're just gonna go down the information that's been sent. And I want to make sure I have all this stuff up and open and ready. A few more images I think you sent. I want to say. I'm trying to make sure. And let me know if I'm missing anything. No reply. Let me know. Candace, you have a whole folder on my device. I can't believe it. And all this research we doing on this heifer, I had to create a folder for this girl. Ugh. God. Yeah, nice. You gotta get yourself together. Ooh, you gotta get yourself together, girl. Let's see here. You sent me a couple screenshots and images from. Yep, we got some up. So we got some screenshots. Y'all, let's get to it. All right. Confidential investigative memorandum and prosecutorial roadmap subject, coordinated regulatory arbitrage and deceptive marketing enterprise, the Herman Owens Farmer Network, scope multi-year, cross-industry capitalization scheme leveraging undisclosed insider networks, unregistered securities, and unapproved medical claims. I want you all to pay attention to these unregistered securities. Okay? Because that's also going to kind of tie into the federal lawsuit that is going on in the state of Florida, where Candace is being named as a co-defendant for a meme coin called Let's Go Brandon. Okay? So I want you all to keep that in mind. These meme coins, the digital currencies and stuff, when they were trading them out, when they were just huge and popular, and Bitcoin was a huge thing, all this crap going on with that nonsense. The main thing was that people were getting caught up for advertising these NFTs and these meme coins and trying to trade them like stock, but they would not be registered as a security or sort of a stock. Does that make sense? So they claimed that these so-called digital currency meme coins, NFTs or tokens or however else you want to name it, were being traded publicly on the open market. But in order for you to trade anything that you are considering to be a stock or treating it as such, meaning you're saying this meme coin has some value, we want people to buy it, and it's going to help accrue some return on investment. In order for you to do that in the United States of America, that security, that meme coin, that NFT must be registered. And because they weren't registered by federal law, this is why Candace is named as a co-defendant in a class action federal lawsuit in the state of Florida. And what occurred, the premise of it is that the lawsuit says all these dumb clowns as co-defendants went out and they told their platforms to go buy this meme coin. They took the money or the e-currency for it or whatever they claimed the value of it was for. But yet the people who purchased it never received the meme coin. And for what some may have received was not as valuable as they claimed it to be. That's part of that pump and dump scheme. Let me pump up the value of this fake ass meme coin, this NFT, right? And then the more people want to buy it, the higher you can sell it for. So let me pump up this fake meme coin to be $5 per coin. I'm just throwing out a number. Let me pump it up, get the hype up for it. People get excited, want to buy it. Get it up to $5 per coin. And then I'm just going to go ahead and sell it off. But in the back end, people don't know that I'm actually not selling you anything. Or I'm selling something that I might have. So let's say she has some tokens. She got 50 of them. She can only sell 50 tokens. If she claims to have 100, 50 of them are fake and non-existent. She can only really sell, theoretically, what she has to sell. But yet she's selling people to go buy all these coins as if she had all these coins to give out when she didn't. And in those pump and dump schemes, what they do is they blame it on the developer. They blame it on the person that created the little meme coin. Well, it's not our fault. We just marketed it and sold it to you all. I only had 50, but they told me it was like 100. So I sold my 50, and then the remaining 50 is fictitious and doesn't exist. Now imagine this in this lawsuit where none of the coins are real or have value to them. And yet they marketed and sold them as if they did. When in essence, all you're doing really is just giving them some money for a fictitious meme coin that has zero value or has it doesn't even exist altogether. And then for what you do have, allegedly, should be registered to trade and sell on the open market. That's how a lot of these people got caught up with that nonsense. And they got caught up in these pump and dump schemes. Y'all understand so far? Hit the 4. Let me know. Because I don't want to lose anybody. That's the premise of the lawsuit. So when you say these unregistered securities, that's what it's referred to. Any stock or, whatever you're trading out on the open market, you got to register it. That is federal law. All right. So let's keep going. So this document outlines a continuous multi-year enterprise designed to extract capital from a highly targeted political demographic through deceptive marketing and undisclosed financial conflicts of interest. The network operates by utilizing burner LLCs, which is something Candace does, right? She professed to have LLCs all over the country, meaning there are multiple LLCs registered allegedly in different states. She has LLCs in Tennessee, LLCs that were registered in Delaware, LLCs registered in Texas, and then she has LLCs that are under the control or direction of a principal agent. That principal agent could be an attorney. It could be a business partner. Who knows? But they're still connected to her business. It's like, okay, I'll get this LLC connected to my business. But as far as the daily operations and what happens with that LLC, it's going to be under this principal agent. Does that make sense? Hit the phone. That's how she gets away with a lot of this stuff where people aren't really noticing because they're under these principal agents, like her Battery Lane Trust. That LLC, any affiliation with it, goes to that attorney. And this just so happened to deal with 2 properties, right? But think about the Georgetown Inc. Why is it her website under the Candace Owens LLC? Why would it be registered to a totally different corporate entity? Why? It's a website where she's selling books and merch and blah, 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 right? No different than what she's doing on YouTube. But why would the website and anything related to that be registered to Georgetown Inc.? Because, see, when you start reporting, you got all this money coming in from these sources. in order to keep your so-called tax bracket down, to keep from having to pay so much money in taxes, to keep from having to, you know, bring too much attention to this. It's okay, let me break this up. And then she can easily say, well, I don't make this much money because XYZ, but yet you can say that when you claiming or you think that no one knows, all these LLCs are connected to you in your business. So whatever revenue is being generated through that, of course she's going to try to downplay it. Because it's being made through these multiple entities. That's her MO. That is her whole MO. So let's see here. NoReply said in that lawsuit with the Let's Go Brandon Cohen, Candace Owens, it's listed as a promoter of the point which ties into the promotion aspect of the Hermit Enterprise. Yes, she promoted and marketed those meme coins to her platform, to her candy ass cult members. And guess what? They were dumb enough to buy it because they're listening to her dumb ass and they think she knows about business and finances and money and what's 2 + 2. Like they think she's smart enough to actually answer that question. Candace, what's 2 + 2? We can't make this up. But the unfortunate part is that they don't care that they were duped. They just, we chose to give her the money for nothing because you can get nothing out of it. If you got a coin, it was not registered as a security, so it doesn't matter. It is absolutely useless to you. You can't trade it on the open market if it's not registered. So all those meme coins that were never registered, you can't do with them. You can't sell them legitimately, and they have no value to them. And the valuation that they did have was it's a ruse. It's fake. She pumped it up by advertising it, and with people getting excited to want to buy it, it's like, the law of supply and demand. Let me pump this crap up so I can get it up to $5 a coin. And then once it's at the peak, highest markability, once it's at the highest price range you can get it to where it's not unreasonable and stupid, let me go ahead and sell them. That means I'm going to sell the 50 I have plus the imaginary 50 I don't have. I'm just going to sell out whatever I got, take the money, and then pull out of this. And leave all these people hanging, wondering where the hell their meme coins are that they never received because they gave you money for it. They paid high peak prices at $5 a coin. And I'm just using it as an example. I don't know how much it was, but I'm just giving an example. When it could have more so been valued at like 2 cents. No, they sold it for $5 a coin because they hyped it up to that point to where people demanded it, and then they can just kind of milk it. You just got to milk the cow. Milking cows on that Hidden Valley Ranch farm. Let me milk the situation out because now people are excited and willing to spend $5 for the coin when it may not have any value, or if it exists, it's not registered, and the valuation might be like 2 cents. It will be utterly useless and worthless on the open market. So you can't do anything with the actual coin in the first place. And now they really have no value because it's being tied to a federal lawsuit. Candace, you're so stupid. So just want to make sure you all keep that in mind. This ties to the promotion aspect of the Hermit Enterprise. We're about to get to it. The eclectic journalist says pump and dump is that there are more coins than they tell people, and the insiders holding them then dump all theirs on the market, cash out while high. It drops instantly, leaving people with a worthless coin. Exactly. Because what they sell it at, that $5 per coin, is fake. It never had any valuation to it to begin with. It was never registered as a security, so it can't be registered in the open market, and it is absolutely worthless. But they got you hyped up to believe that this is going to be a valuable coin that you'll be able to sell and make a whole bunch of money from. So the valuation just comes from them hyping it up, not because it was actually valued at $5 a coin. Nope. Simply because they told you, you know what, this thing is going to change your life. You'll be able to buy houses and cars and boats and chickens and sheep and cow and dogs and Hidden Valley ranches. Like, you'd be able to do all of that. And so people believe it. They'll drop $5 per coin and they realize, okay, either I'm not getting a coin or it's just absolutely worthless. And guess what happens? Once they sold those 50 coins they had, then the value of it dropped instantly. It's not even a slow, gradual decrease or decline. No, it's a steep drop. It went from being worth $5 because of the hype of it all down to 2 pennies because it's not even a registered security. That's how they do people. Candace, people are sitting in prison right now for doing that bullshit. Prison. You better ask the one with the other one. What's the company he had? What's the boy name? He went to Hawaii or something like that and thought he would be able to hide out. Now, he's in prison. His girlfriend ratted him out. You can't make this up. NoReply says, so the founders of the coin knew that the NASCAR deal didn't go through, but they kept using promoters to pump it, which those promoters received back in token for their promotion. Exactly. It's the deception of the marketing and using political outrage to capitalize and extract profits from people who think they are funding a good cause. Exactly. Yeah. NASCAR grifting. Each deceptive and advertising post is $60,000 fine per post from the FTC. So I encourage everybody to report Candace to the FTC after what you learned in these documents and research. Yep. And then, of course, they're violating laws in the under the SEC for trying to trade unregistered securities. This is a violation of federal law that the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, is bound to uphold and enforce. You cannot put unregistered securities on our open market. It brings down the value of our dollar, causes our market to crash, and then you have people out of money because they bought some crap that was not registered or valued at all, and it's flowing through our financial markets. Can't do it. We ain't got time for it. We're not in the mood. Hopefully we learn from the Great Depression. Did we learn nothing? Can't make this up. Candace doesn't even know or understand half of this stuff. That's why. Chabu. All right, let's move on. Oh, Candace getting sued. The network operates by utilizing burner LLCs managed by essential technical operator Jesse Herman, paired with a high visibility media apparatus, Candace Owens, George Farmer, Mark Herman. The enterprise shifts asset classes from crypto tokens to dietary supplements to evade regulatory enforcement from the SEC, transitioning liability to slower moving agencies like the FDA and FTC. So the key targets of corporate entities are such: Jesse Herman, principal operator of the financial and e-commerce backend, founder of Let's Go Finance, and registered agent owner. Let me zoom in a little bit on this so y'all can see it. Y'all let me know if y'all can see that. Hold on, let me pull myself down. I want to make sure y'all can see all of this. All right, cool. Rug pull. Thank you. That's the term for it. Rug pull. Once that pump and dump scheme falls through, it's like a rug pull. Yeah, all these people are out of money. They drop $5 per coin, thinking they were going to get like 100 coins to change their life that will somehow be more valuable, and they will be able to trade it on the open market. And then none of that happens, and they get the rug pull from underneath them. Meanwhile, Candace doesn't tell her people a damn thing. She doesn't give them a heads up and say, hey, these coins are utterly useless and worthless. They're not real. And I only have 50 and I only sold 50. I know I lied and told you all it was thousands, but they're not. It's not. It's only 50. And none of them are registered. So you can't sell them on the open market. So she didn't tell anybody that stuff because she's not smart. Candace, you could have read and looked this stuff up, but no, reading is not fundamental for her either. Can't make this up. All right, cool. I'm glad you can see it. All right, cool. Let's get back to it. So you all have here the registered agent owner of Powerful LLC, Florida entity, and here is the business license number. Let me know if I'm wrong. And that is L as in love 15000069552. So in case y'all ever wanted to look this up, there you go. Mark Herman, brother of Jesse Herman, lead director and producer for Candace Owens Media Network, acting as the critical bridge between the product back end and the promotional front end. So Mark Herman connection to Candace through the brother is helping Candace promote all this nonsense. So whenever Jesse Herman puts out a coin or a product, then all of a sudden here's a sponsor for this, right? That's how she does it, through her sponsors. So she'll say, oh, here's a new product, from the sponsor, blah, blah, blah. Powerful LLC. Go get you these, stupid milkshake bars or whatever he's putting out, Jesse Herman's putting out here, right? And then he serves as a sponsorship to Candace by paying her to market that product. Because, she's not doing this for free. Of course not. Can't make this up. Candace, high visibility promoter, leverages her audience to push enterprise products while framing them as third-party independent sponsors, currently named in a federal class action lawsuit regarding previous network activities. George Farmer, a gay man, married Candace, former CEO of Parler, and husband to Candace Owens, utilize alternative tech platforms to provide the initial top of funnel audience for the network's Web3 products. Active corporate shell, Powerful LLC, DBA, the Purge Store. So DBA is doing business as the Purge Store. And here's the address: 529 Northeast Lima, Vias, Jensen Beach, Florida. Count 1, active health fraud and FTC, FDA violations, the Purge Store. The enterprise is currently executing a private label supplement grift utilizing off-the-shelf formulations from Vita Labs Inc., marked up at approximately 10 times manufacturing costs. Good grief. FDA violations, unapproved new drug claims. The action, the Purge Store and its promoters are explicitly marketing, let me scroll down, the product as a pathogen and parasite killing agent. But see, they can't say that because it has not been tested, FDA approved, or even approved for any clinical trials to even prove that or show that for humans, animals, or anything. So how can they make that claim? The evidence: promotional materials and direct statements from Owens state the product flushes dead parasites and acts as a daily alternative to ivermectin or antiparasitic pharmaceuticals. She cannot make that claim because she's not a damn doctor. Her dumbass barely graduated from college. Candace, you don't have the intelligence or the medical background, education, research, clinical trials, data, or anything of the sort to back this dumb claim up. So she's going to get herself screwed into another federal lawsuit. And this time it's going to come from federal government agencies because they're sick of this shit. What do you mean? How do you, Candace, you can't say that this is flushing out dead parasites. Where did you get that from? Where you get that from? Candace, I know you listening, you dumb alien. Who told you that this so-called product can flush out dead parasites? Based on what research? Because, the FDA still doesn't know about this. Listen. This needs to go to the EPA as well. The CDC reported to everybody. National Institute of Health. You're literally becoming a biohazard to humanity. Get off of our planet. This heifer sitting here saying all this nonsense and she doesn't have a medical degree. Go figure. Oh, God. Y'all, this is something else. Oh, good grief. I created a document for the purpose of sending it to them. Oh, yeah. Y'all see this? This is something else. This document was submitted to the FCC. Send it to the SEC and the EPA as well while you at it. God. Candace is a whole environmental biohazard. Candace, you suck. I can't believe this. Oh, you told me not to read the address. Yeah, sorry. He made a comment on Reddit about a long post. You can find it online by searching Mark Herman, Candace Owens, Reddit. My bad. I guess I won't read addresses. I'm sorry. Now, I don't have to read the addresses, but I can't believe she's sitting here talking about something can kill dead parasites. Can it? Candace, it can't. If the parasite is dead, you understand the body has the way of getting rid of it itself. If a parasite somehow dies, and then this so-called drug thing you putting out, whatever this product is, will flush it out because your body doesn't know how to flush out dead parasites. Did y'all know that? Who still pees and poops? Oh, man. If I want a good flushing, I just eat some ice cream or something. Something that's going to give me the bubble guts. Okay? No. This girl's saying, oh, no. This parasite died in you and it just kind of sits up in your body. Does it really? Candace, you know how many people would be sick in a hospital for their body failing to excrete out dead parasites? Bacteria, fungus. Oh, because if it's dead, it's going to come out, right? It can't be alive. It's dead. It's sitting there. It's not doing anything. Your body's going to be like, what is this dead thing sitting here? Let's get rid of it. Let's make sure it goes up in a turd. Oh, Candace, you're so stupid. Oh, my God. Candace is so dumb. Oh, my God. NoReply says, well, I don't think it's wrong to read addresses. No, I'm not going to read it. I was just taking the terms of safety public info. It's all good, honey. I just won't read the addresses. Child. Candace said his parasite has got to get flushed out because it died and it's just sitting there. Taking up space in your body. Okay. God dog it, Candace. The violation under the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, DSHEA, this crosses the legal threshold from a structure function claim to a disease claim. They are illegally marketing an unapproved new drug without clinical trials or FDA approval because Candace is an idiot. That love of money girl is going to get you in prison. This is the stuff that can get you hit with criminal charges. Because, see, if someone gets sick or dies from this stupid product, Candace, you can go to jail. You, Mark Herman, the other Herman, all of them, Jesse, Luke, John, Matthew, whatever. All of you are going to jail if people start getting sick or dying from this stupid product. Where you're falsely claiming that it's just going to flush out dead parasites sitting in your body because they're just sitting up in there. It's not our fault that Grimace Yeasty is still sitting in your body. Okay? Candace held on to a 7-month-long yeast infection. For what? And it's still there. It's not our fault that you walk around smelling like sourdough bread. Girl, listen. Keep your problems to yourself. You told a whole court, Your Honor, this black mold gave me a yeast infection. This shit itches and it burns. It's an itching and a burning down there. I'm sliding out fluids from my body. I don't even know what that is. It's not even clear. It's like yeast bread. I can't keep doing this. And then didn't even go to the trial hearing. but her dumb cult members think that she has subpoena power. Candace doesn't even go to court. What do you mean? Oh, Candace, you're so dumb. FTC violations, deceptive endorsements, and undisclosed material connections. The action, Candace Owens promotes the Purge store to her audience, referring to them as her amazing advertisers. Because Candy ass cult members will parrot and copy and paste anything she says. So we're her bots, because they're horrible. And offering a 15% discount code. Candace, her discount code is her name. Yeah, this will go well in court for you, Candace. You can't say, well, Your Honor, I didn't know any of that, but your discount code is your first name. Girl, bye, Felicia. Implying a standard arm's length affiliate relationship. The evidence is state registry documents link the Purge store directly to Powerful LLC, Jesse Herman. Jesse Herman's brother, Mark Herman, is Owens' lead producer. The violation section 5 of the FTC Act and the FTC's endorsement guides require clear and conspicuous disclosure of any unexpected material connection between an endorser and a brand. Funneling audience capital into an in-house brand disguised as a third-party sponsor is textbook deceptive marketing. Because she would call them a sponsor and not say, one of the brothers works for me. Because reasons. So I'm paying his ass to work for me as my producer. And I'm also marketing their dumb pills and powders and stuff like that. Where, I'm making claims that there's no scientific research to back up. Does that make sense? Because that's where we are right now, y'all. Everybody caught up so far? No reply. You got anything to add to this? Let me know, bro. Oh, Candace, you out here breaking whole federal laws, 2-3 agencies at a time. You can't make this up. Everything in her name. So she's paying the brother as to be her producer, while the other brother, Jesse Herman, is creating this BS that is not FDA approved, that Candace is now marketing on her show as a sponsor, while she's making accusations about something being able to cleanse out dead parasites, and she's not a doctor or a scientist or a researcher or even a reader. And she has no statistical data, clinical trials, or FDA approval to back any of that shit up. So people will be taking this under the guise that it's going to cleanse out dead parasites, not knowing what the hell they're putting in their bodies. Does that make sense? Hit the phone. Don't take this stuff, whatever it is, because Candace does not understand biology. I don't care who Jesse or Mark Herman is. They cannot produce clinical trial data either. And if it's not FDA approved, why would you take it? If you didn't grow it out of your own yard and you don't know what's in it, don't put it in your body. It's so crazy. Good job. Okay, cool. Thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. I just want to make sure I'm on track. Let's finish this up, y'all. Count 2, establish pattern of enterprise conduct, the precedent. To pursue an injunction or enterprise level penalties, regulators must establish the Purge store is not an isolated incident, but part of a sustained methodology of regulatory arbitrage. The Web3 NFT pivot. This was in 2022. The action, the launch of McNifty Trump NFTs in January 22. The network action, Jesse Herman handled the Ethereum minting and digital wallet infrastructure. George Farmer explicitly used his capacity as Parler CEO to push the digital assets to a hyper-targeted conservative base. The decentralized finance scheme, 21 to 22. The action, the promotion of the, here we go, Let's Go Brandon LGB coin, meme coin. The network function, Jesse Herman operated Let's Go.finance to handle tokenomics and staking. Candace Owens utilized her media reach to pump the coin's visibility, thereby pumping the coin's actual valuation. Because she said this coin is valuable You need to buy it. It costs X amount of whatever tokens of, digital currency with no evidence. And people just said, oh, okay, we're going to buy it. Who child? Candace Owens utilized her media reach to pump the coin's visibility. The liability. Owens is currently named as a defendant or co-defendant in the Middle District of Florida federal class action lawsuit. The Ford v. Cotulas et al. Accused of participating in a pump and dump scheme targeting retail investors. And retail investors could be anyone on her platform. They consider anyone an investor when you're buying these coins. That's how the courts see you. So if you purchase these so-called NFTs or meme coins, the courts will categorize you as an investor. Strategic next steps for enforcement. Based on the documented evidence, the following investigative actions are recommended to dismantle the enterprise. Subpoena the manufacturer. Issue a subpoena to Vita Labs, Inc., which is based in the South, for all purchase orders, invoices, and shipping manifests tied to Powerful LLC and the Purge Store to establish the exact gross revenue generated by the unapproved disease claims, financial asset trace. Plus, they can also figure out, okay, based on the people that are buying this stuff, what are the effects that this is having on their human body? Because I can guarantee you might, if you feel anything at all, it won't probably be for the better. Sometimes drinking warm water can do the trick. They're making claims as if this is like a one-all, cleanse-all type of product. And it has not been tested. So it's almost like they're using their own customers as testing dummies. And whatever occurs from it, the side effects of it, will come in real time through people going in, posting up things saying, I took this stuff and I was in a hospital for 2 weeks. So that's that. Or someone else may go and post online and say, I took this stuff and it did nothing at all. Still have dead parasites. I took this stuff and it turned my poop colors. Like that's how they're going to find out how this is working. They find out from people simply using the product and then hopefully to give feedback to see what it's doing. The danger in that is, what if it does cause someone to lose their life? What if it actually does cause irreparable bodily injury and harm? And you find out when it's too late. Now you're in the hospital and Candace is not going to pay your medical bills. Oh, hell no. She ain't doing that. Candace doesn't even help her own audience. She wants them to help her pay her attorney's fees. Like, this girl is not a multi-millionaire. Her candy ass cult members, they love reminding me of that. So her saying she's broke is a lie from the pit of hell. Because her own cult members remind us she's not broke. She's rich. She's got all this money. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for telling us. That way we can make sure the judge is aware and the jury gives her an appropriate judgment against her because she's got all this money. And they repeat that stuff, copy and paste it. The bots still can't spell her name, but can keep saying she's got likes, views, clicks, subs, and money. Well, that's what she's doing this for. But somehow Candace gets offended when you say that. Your cult members are telling us this. They're leaving it in our chats, in the comment section of our videos. Your cult members are telling on you, Candace, and you're still stuck on stupid. And now you're going to put people's health in danger, putting out this crap from the Purge Store where it's not FDA approved, no clinical trials, no nothing. So people are going to have to learn the hard way. They just put God knows what into their body under the deception that it was going to cleanse out dead parasites. But yet Candace can't tell you how that's biologically going to happen. God. Candace, you're an evil, evil wench. You understand? Ah, financial asset tracing. Audit the bank accounts of powerful LLC because you got to follow the money to determine the disbursements of profits. Specifically, trace whether funds are being kicked back to Mark Herman, Candace Owens, or related shell entities beyond standard affiliate percentages, proving a hidden ownership structure. So basically, if they're supposed to get back 10%, but then the investigation discovers that they're getting back 50%, but they're not reporting the remaining 40%. That's a problem. Because instead of you saying, okay, we're covering all these expenses, we're doing all these things with the money, and this is not some scheme for us to just keep padding our pockets, but we're actually running a legitimate company here. We're actually just sponsors and we have no other affiliation with her. Now, they're getting kickbacks. Candace doesn't do this for free. She just doesn't. And yet she claims no one's paying me the big bucks. That's all you're getting. Me. I got that snip, Candace. You can't lie about it. Oh, Lord. It's the clown shit for me. FTC injunctive relief utilized the submitted Consumer Sentinel Network report number 201009674 to trigger an immediate FTC investigation into the undisclosed family business ties between the brand ownership and the media production team. FDA warning letter, triggering automatic FDA compliance review by submitting a formal complaint to the FDA's health fraud branch regarding the direct comparisons to ivermectin and the illegal parasite eradication claims. Exactly. That's most important right here. Because putting this stuff out here saying it's going to do all of this to your body and you're not anything along the lines of a scientist or anything. You don't have FDA approval. You probably don't even have approval to do clinical trials. Will put people's lives in danger and at risk. Does that make sense? That this is horrible here. And God forbid, like a pregnant woman, because that's what I think about. When I read stuff like this, I'm thinking about those that might be pregnant or elderly or people who already have pre-existing conditions and health disorders, already taking medication, putting crap like this in their bodies, all because Candace said this will happen, and she's not a scientist or a doctor. And then it starts to counteract with your pregnancy, your medications, your other health disorders. It could make things far worse than it should. And it's not just the people who buy it. Candace is out here promoting this crap on her own accord. She's not even thinking twice about that. She doesn't care. She thinks, oh, it's the people from Israel or something that's trying to hate on me. No, you're putting people's health at risk, you dumbass demon. So if a pregnant woman loses her baby because she bought something from the purge store, listening to Candace Owens, then what? That's the shit they don't think about. They don't care about. Candace doesn't care about that. That's the problem we have here. She only cares about the money. What's going on, Angela? Let's get some comments in. People should be careful with supplements that haven't been tested. I've been supplements before when I had in Naturopath MD. Cool. If I was still working full time, I'd see him, but they don't file insurance. Wow. It sounds like her whole life is going to start crashing down around her. Oh, yeah. Because Candace set this up. This is what happens when you do things and you're being disingenuous. When you're deceptive and you're lying to people. When you try to weaponize, people's emotions. It's always, look what they're doing to me. Israel's attacking me. So buy my dumb shit that I can't get FDA approval on. Woe is me. Woe is me. Oh, they're hurting my feelings. So y'all make sure you give me money to help me pay for my attorneys. No. The lawsuits are warranted. No one told her to dox people. That's a cybercrime. It is illegal. But yet, all her dumbass cult members and bots can say is that she's got likes, views, clicks, subs, and a bunch of money. Keep that hope alive, girl. Candace, I want your cult members to keep putting that in my chat so that I can use it against you in a court of law through somebody's federal lawsuit. We're going to send it to Brian Harper and his attorneys so they can have more comments and more evidence from your own cult members of how you're making mad money and how you're rich. So you can't decry you're broke in court. Yep. I would love to see Brian Harper walk away with $20 million. And the people that are, taking this stuff from this purge store, when they start getting sick, that's going to be a class action lawsuit, Candace. Remember those commercials? Have you or a loved one ever been diagnosed with wild bowel and doodle stains and gastrointestinal issues and your colon's falling out, stomach and ulcers and this and that and heart attack and stroke and life or death? If you have, please call this number. You might be entitled to compensation. That's how it's going to be for Candace and these two Hermans. That's how it's going to end up. Selling dumb shit, and she's marketing it like an idiot, as if she's a doctor, as if there's evidence to support this claim of this. Candace doesn't know what a parasite looks like under a microscope. What are we talking about? Like, this is what she's doing now. But she can't tell you what a parasite looks like under a microscope. Once again, Candace does not know what a parasite looks like under a microscope. Child, please. She's like, what is that, a blob? Oh, good grief. What's going on, Diane? How you doing? NoReply says, yeah, they don't care if the viewers who become customers' health. They just care about taking the money and putting it into one of their shell corporations that they own and claim they're getting a 15% discount. Yep, that's it. I want to make sure I get you all's comments in. Yeah, they only care about the money for them. How does Alex Jones get by with selling all his supplements? Who knows? He's got that $1 billion lawsuit to worry about. So, I mean, his stuff, hasn't it been reported? If he's never had his stuff reported, probably should be. Any of these people doing this, because you don't know what it's doing to your body. And you can see Alex Jones's response and how he talks and acts and behaves, how that stuff is affecting him. That's if he's using it himself. 9 times out of 10, these people who market this stuff, they're not using these products. That's like a scammer investing in their own scam. They're not using their money. I mean, they're not doing it. Most time, 90% of the time, that's not happening. So they'll tell you, oh, you should buy this. This will be good for you. It'll help get rid of dead parasites. Meanwhile, you turn around and ask them, are you using this? When are you going to show a video of you actually taking this product? They're going to come up with every excuse in the book. I use this product every day, all day. No, we want to see you use it. Because I haven't seen that. Have y'all seen a video of Candace opening a bottle from the purse store, putting a pill in her mouth or supplements or whatever, powders in a drink and drinking it? Have y'all ever seen that? I'm just wondering. Has anyone ever seen that? Because if she's actually taking the product, that's one thing. I have never seen a video of Candace actually using these products that she advertised as sponsors on her channel. Never. I've never seen her do that. Has anyone seen a video of Candace actually using the Hidden Valley Ranch products or this purse store products? I haven't seen them. Because that, to me, all Candace is doing is just putting this out there. She doesn't use them. Not for herself. She doesn't use this stuff. Candace has not done a video where she is actually using the product, where she's putting that stuff in her body and she's recording herself do it. All her sponsor videos, her ads that she creates, is her sitting there talking about it. But you don't see her in real time in the kitchen actually, let me take some of this per store powder and make a milkshake and actually drink it. And you all see me from start to finish use this dumb product. And that's what I'm saying. She doesn't even exactly. She doesn't even mirror him. How you doing, honey? No, she doesn't even believe in vaccines. When Candace starts to do videos where she's actually putting that stuff in her body, then I'll take her serious. I won't buy it. I still won't push this out. I won't tell people to buy something that's not FDA approved, have no clinical trials or nothing. Especially when Candace can't tell you what a parasite looks like. But the fact that Candace puts this stuff out and she herself never does a video of her actually taking the product, using the product. If she puts out a sponsor about, candies and snacks, you see her actually sitting there eating the snack? No. No, her videos is just to promote it. She doesn't actually eat the snacks. Because where those videos at? Of her from start to finish. If she's going to advertise beef jerky, you think she would sit down and actually in her video eat some beef jerky, right? Nope. Never see that. That's what's so crazy and dangerous about it. Nope, but she pushing it. Exactly. She pushes this stuff out, but she never takes it herself. Candace does not show you all in a video that she's ingesting any of these products from the Purge store. Because she knows I'm not putting this in my body. And I have no idea what it's going to do to me. She knows that. When you see the Herman brothers doing it, where they videos that of them taking their own products. These people don't invest in their own scam. They're not going to put their health on the line or at risk for their own scam. No. Charles Ponzi himself, the man to whom these Ponzi schemes are named after, never invested in his own Ponzi scheme. He didn't use his money to put back into his Ponzi scheme. Why would he do that? He just scammed everybody else of their money and took ownership of a bank so that people can believe that he was actually doing something legitimate. And in that way, he had most of the controlling interests of the bank, and they didn't say anything because if they did, he threatened to pull all his money out that he stole from everybody else. Go figure. And he knew that would cause the bank to be shut down. This is how it goes for Candace. She might be spearheading the production and manufacturing of these products. So it honestly is more lucrative for her to promote it. But let's say she decides, I'm not going to promote this. I'm just going to tell people this is poison and don't take it. Have y'all ever seen me take it? It might cause these so-called sponsors to go out of business. And yet, Candace will not ever do a video where she's ingesting these products. No, she's not going to do that. It's too much like right. Oh, man. Let's go over to the next document here. You all can see here. Oh, man. Charlie Kirk and Candace, where she's still obsessed over him. Can't make this up. So this is some additional information here before we get over to the lawsuit and just kind of go over it a little bit. This is a post Candace put on X. I received information last night that put the final pieces together for me. I now can say with full confidence that I believe Charlie Kirk was betrayed by the leadership of TPUSA with some of the very people who eulogized him on stage. This is her. saying that TPUSA is involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Candace, you go out your way to lie about things you don't have to lie about. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So NoReply is giving us some background on this document here. This document here is about the Mitch Snow lawsuit with Brian Harpool and Candace. This is going to explain the roadmap for her getting sued. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Candace, you're a soulless demon from hell. Everybody knows it. So let's get to this. This is where you all see now TPUSA, Erica Kirk definitely have grounds, in merit to sue Candace with another federal complaint. I think Erica Kirk needs to go ahead and file the federal lawsuit and get a protection order against Candace, because the moment, hear me when I say this, Candace knows where Erica Kirk lives. She has sources and direct contacts in her residential building. Candace is stalking Erica Kirk. Candace wants Erica Kirk hurt, harmed, and dead. Having said that, she's going to have to file for a protection order when she files her lawsuit against Candace, because Candace is going to try to retaliate against Erica Kirk beyond what she's done to anyone else, because she's crazy. And if you're bold enough to say that you have sources and direct contacts that live in that woman's building, I will never put it past Candace Owens that she would not call those sources and direct contacts and tell them, I will give you X amount of dollars to go over there and do something physically harmful to Erica Kirk, especially if they're living in her building. You mind burning down her apartment for me? How much would you charge me if you caught her by the Herbie Kirby out there by the dumpster while she's walking the dog? She just filed a lawsuit against me. I don't put that past Candace. She's vindictive, she's petty, vengeful, and retaliatory, and demonic, and an alien. She claimed to be an alien. We're just going with it. So the moment Erica Kirk drops her lawsuit, she's going to have to get a protection order granted. But that's what it's going to have to come down to. Don't be scared, Erica Kirk. We got your back. That way you get that protection order or injunction for harassment, and Candace decides to knuck if she bucks, she will go to jail. Stalking is a felony in and of itself in the state of Arizona. Candace can keep playing these dumb games if she wants to. You're already getting hemmed up in the court of law in lawsuits. Add on some criminal charges to that, Candace, if you want. We're all here for it. We're waiting. Can't make this up. Yes, I will be naming names. Did she ever do that? And providing evidence for my claims. She never does that. And I am making a personal plea to every well-meaning person who donated to this godforsaken organization to request a refund. That's called tortious interference. Because they could have contracts with sponsors, contracts with donors. And you're basically saying, yeah, go ahead and breach those contracts. Let's put them out of business. Let's take away their financial backing. That's tort, Candace, you dumbass. That is tort. So this is what happens when you get someone that was in love with this man, and he was like, no, I'm not marrying you. I don't know why you thought that. Nah, I don't get down with aliens. And then he got with someone else, and she tried to take credit for it. You were lied to, and leadership knew. She doesn't even know what the lie is. She's just saying it. Yeah, no, those words are going to cost you millions of dollars, you dumb alien. All this tort going on. A political earthquake no one saw coming. Oh, NoReply, you're awesome. Political drama is nothing new in America, but every now and then, revelation surfaces that shakes an entire movement. This week, commentator Candace Owens detonated one of the biggest political accusations of the year one aimed not at her ideological opponents, but at one of the most influential conservative youth organizations in the country, Turning Point USA. In a late night statement that spread across social media within minutes, Owens declared that she had obtained new information that put the final pieces together regarding the internal dynamics behind Charlie Kirk's downfall. In her words, the truth was far darker than most supporters realized. According to Owens, Charlie Kirk was betrayed not by opponents outside the movement, but allegedly by leaders inside TPUSA itself, including individuals who publicly eulogized him on stage. Her message wasn't vague or cautious. It was direct, sharp, explosive. It was an affirmative allegation, as the court will see it. And above all, it carried the promise of names, receipts, and evidence. But the most shocking line came at the end. I'm making a personal plea to every well-meaning person who donated to this godforsaken organization to request a refund you were lied to and leadership knew. How that's all that toward. With one statement, Owens ignited a firestorm that is still spreading across the conservative world. This article explores the context, the claims, the possible fallout, and deeper question: what really happened behind closed doors? Statement that started it all. Owens' message was not long, but every sentence hit like a hammer. I received information last night to put the final pieces together for me. Where did this come from, Candace? Because she keeps lying like hell. God, Candace, you're the worst. This line indicates that she had been investigating for some time. This wasn't a sudden emotional reaction. It was the culmination of a long process now pushed over the edge by new evidence. 2, I now can say with full confidence, because, she's not giving her opinion. She's making an affirmative allegation. Owens rarely uses that phrase publicly unless she is absolutely certain. Anyone who has followed her for years knows she chooses her word strategically. That I disagree. I don't think Candace understands the definition of the word strategic. Because she doesn't. She certainly has no idea how to choose her words carefully. Like, no. But okay, we're here for it. Let's go. The phrase implies verified information, multiple sources, evidence that aligns and cannot be dismissed. 3, Charlie Kirk was betrayed by the leadership. This is a core accusation. According to her, this betrayal was not accidental or a misunderstanding. It was intentional. 4, some of the very people who eulogized him on stage. This is the part that shook supporters the most. If someone eulogizes a colleague publicly, it usually indicates respect or at least a desire to appear respectful. But Owens suggests 2 layers: public performance of loyalty, the private reality of betrayal. This is more than hypocrisy. If her claims are true, it represents a coordinated internal fracture. I will be naming names and providing evidence. This is not subtle. It's a promise of exposure, not speculation. Request a refund you were lied to and leadership knew. This is the nuclear line. No political commentator lightly encourages donors to request refunds from one of the most powerful conservative organizations in America. It signals she believes the misconduct is financial as well as moral. She sees systemic deception. She views the issue as widespread, not isolated. Owens is not calling out one leader. She is calling out the entire structure. Oh, they're going to use this in court. Ugh. This is how Brian Harpole and his attorneys are going to frame the lawsuit. I want y'all to understand what's happening here. We all know that Candace lied. What this is saying is she didn't just put this out in the name of journalism. She didn't just give her opinion on what she believes is occurring based on a set of information or facts or evidence. She is making affirmative allegations and then interfering with the organization's ability to make money. They're a nonprofit organization. Much of their revenue comes through from donors, from people who support by financially giving money and contributing to the organization. They do have other entities where they invest and then they use the ROI, like TPUSA endowment, which is what that is legally defined to be and used for. So through TPUSA endowment, They can invest in the stock market. Let's say they get a return on investment for $500,000 from their principal that they've invested. If they get back an ROI of $500,000, the 500 grand is what they put back into TPUSA to use to cover expenses, while the principal still remains in the TPUSA endowment. But that is how that works across the board. There is nothing illegal about that, contrary to what Wolves and Finance's dumbass has said. He lied when he said that. This is information that can be researched in Google. But yet they tried to make it seem like TPUSA was hemorrhaging money. Crazy how that works. Candace can't do investigations. She can barely read, but she doesn't know the law. And this is why when it comes to her so-called investigatory and journalism skills, people laugh at it. She's been laughed at in court documents now because she doesn't provide evidence. And she's sitting here going on theories in her head that aren't being substantiated with anything. And now you want to interfere with their ability to make money. For what? If they were doing something illegal, wouldn't she have reported it to the appropriate authorities or agencies that can do an actual investigation? Y'all see how the difference in this? We can report her ass to the FTC or SEC and NIH and any other thing with that purse store. But if she felt that TPUSA or Erica Kirk was doing something illegal in violation of any law, why didn't she report that to the authorities or to the appropriate federal agencies that can do an investigation? Why make an accusation that people are scamming and defrauding something, but you don't have any evidence to file an actual complaint to the appropriate authorities where they can do an investigation to see what's going on? And Candace knows, what goes around comes around. This is why Georgia's DUI has come to the forefront. This is why now people are actually looking into her background and what she's doing. Because she has not taken any action or any steps to providing any evidence on this nonsense she's been putting out here. And she knows if I call the FBI and tell them that there's a assassination attempt on my life from France and from French female assassins and Israeli male operatives, and payments are going through Club de Sock, none of that stuff is real. Guess what? Candace can be charged with filing a false complaint to a federal government agency. There's consequences for those actions. So you send out a fraudulent complaint knowingly and intentionally, talking about a whole country is after me, and you have zero evidence after posting up payments going through Club de Sock for $1.5 million. Where's those transactions? Where's that paper trail? They would charge Candace for filing a fraudulent complaint, intentionally doing so, all because she's being sued by the French president and his wife. She's not doing that because there's some true, credible, material, verifiable threat. She's doing that out of retaliation and vindication. And they would charge her and lock her the hell up. And she knows, I don't want to put my liberty and freedom on the line. That's why she hasn't reported anything to the FBI, because it's not real. And she knows reporting a fraudulent claim is a violation of federal law. She even said it in one of her videos. Hit the 4 of you remember that. Hit the 4 of you remember that. She said, I would not file something fraudulent because that's illegal to do that. That's why she never did it. But the candy asses will swear up and down that damn assassination attempt was real. She never filed the complaint because she knew that it was not real. Candace, keep telling on yourself, girl. We're just going to be here to keep laughing at you. Understanding the rift. Candace Owens v. Turning Point USA. To understand why this moment is so significant, we need context, a history of alliance. For years, Owens and Kirk were perceived as aligned voices in the conservative movement. They shared stages, filmed videos, and spearheaded youth-oriented political messaging. Their audience overlapped heavily. Tensions began to appear in the past 2 years. Ideological differences, organizational disagreements, personal dynamics between conservative influencers, shifting alliances in the broader movement. These small fractures eventually widened into a canyon. The breaking point. While Owens has criticized corporate Republicans and political institutions before, she has never directed such harsh accusations towards TPUSA. Her language, betrayed, godforsaken organization, lied to, is not the language of political disagreement. It is the language of moral breach. Why this is different? This is not a feud between influencers. This is an accusation that strikes at the heart of conservative youth organizing. TPUSA is deeply funded, widely influential, embedded in college campuses, positioned as the pipeline for the next generation of conservative leaders. A blow to its credibility could have long-lasting consequences, and Owens knows it. That's why her message feels like less like an opinion and more like a whistleblower alert. What could betrayal mean? Examining the possibilities. Owens did not immediately reveal the specifics, but based on her wording, 4 potential interpretations emerged. Leadership knew something they didn't reveal. This could involve financial mismanagement, internal misconduct, organizational decisions made behind closed doors, political maneuvering that harmed Kirk, strategic sabotage. If Owens believes leadership had information that the public deserved to know, that alone would constitute betrayal. Public mourning, but private responsibility. The most shocking line, some of the very people who eulogize him suggest the individuals who honor him publicly may have contributed to or benefited from his downfall privately. This suggests two-faced behavior. Donor deception. Her call for donors to request refunds implies money was raised under false pretenses. Narratives presented to the public were manipulated. Leadership knowingly hid something from supporters. That's a direct accusation, Your Honor. Here's the thing, Candace. Making these direct accusations with zero evidence, where they can be proven and verified to be false, is defamation. And because you decided that you were going to double, triple, quadruple down after being presented with evidence to the contrary, so that you can correct your errors and do retractions, that's called malicious intent. You kept putting out that dumb shit knowing that you were lying like hell, girl. Candace, you lied like hell. You lied like hell. That's what we are. No evidence on this. Lied like hell. And that's going to catch up to you in court. You know, a place where your cult members can't pat you on the back. Oh, there's nothing they can say or do about it. They're just going to be mad and throw tantrums all over the internet and social media. But they can't do a damn thing for you in court. Oh, we bless God for it. Let's get back to it. Personal manipulation or power struggles. Political organizations are often complicated webs of ambition, rivalry, internal factions, long-term strategy. It is possible Owens believes Kirk was used either as a shield, a symbol, or a disposable asset. In her view, he may have been sacrificed for political convenience. You know, something she keeps saying and she can't prove. God. Why Candace Owens speaking out matters? Oh, Lord have mercy. This isn't an anonymous source. This isn't a small creator. This isn't a fringe claim. It is Candace Owens, a major voice in the conservative movement, someone with millions of followers, someone with a history of confronting institutions, someone who does not back down once she raises her voice. That's why I don't understand her sitting here trying to simp her way out of this federal lawsuit with Brian Harper. Candace, you made these statements. Stand on there and go to court, girl. You said you want subpoena power. That's what your cult members keep saying. Oh, she wants subpoena power. And yet you didn't tell them that you failed to appear for a trial hearing when you sued your apartment complex because you caused black mold to grow for 7 months and you failed to pay your rent. You withheld rent payments and you decided to live with Grimace Yeasty and black mold for 7 months. And when your trial hearing comes up, you didn't even show up for court. And you want these dumb clowns to keep believing that you want subpoena power. Candace, the apartment community got a default judgment because you failed to appear. That's not the sign of someone that wants subpoena power. That's a sign of a coward that has no idea what she's doing, refused to hire the correct attorney, and actually go to court. So she lost by default because she's an idiot. That's not somebody that understands what subpoena power means. Her involvement guarantees several things. Story will spread. Mainstream press will cover it. Independent media will analyze it. Supporters will debate it. Opponents will amplify it. TPUSA will have to respond. Silence will not work. Deflection will not work. Minimizing her claims will not work. Her reach is too large. Her audience too loyal. Her influence too deep. And she's got all these dumb cult members. Donors will ask questions. Oh, God, it's a cult. No organization, especially a politically funded one, can afford an internal crisis of trust. If even 10% of donors request refunds, the financial ripple could be severe. Yeah, because she's interfering with, their ability to make money. It's tort. she's going to be liable for tort. Oh, God. More information will come out. Once one insider speaks, others often follow. Yeah, didn't we see that happening? With these so-called insiders over there at TPUSA were doing videos saying, I'm tired of being quiet about this. What do you mean? Why don't you go and be a whistleblower and get protected by federal law again? Why would you go to social media? Why not actually be a whistleblower and be protected by federal law? But see, when they have nothing to say and they're just trying to parrot Candace's dumb nonsense, they don't do things the right way because she doesn't. What do you expect? You got these simps that, as opposed to them filing an actual formal complaint, showing real evidence, and becoming whistleblowers, and having the protection of the federal law to ensure that they don't lose their jobs or experience retaliation or harassment, etc., etc. No, what they do is they go to social media and do dumb videos. Just like Candace lying about an assassination attempt, but knows that if I file a complaint to the FBI, it will not be real. It will be fraudulent, and then they'll charge my ass with in violation of federal law, and I will go to jail. That's why she didn't do it. But as opposed to the cult members putting 1 and 1 together because 1 + 1 = 2. No, in their alternate universe, in their alternate reality where they're worshiping Candace like she's God, they have no concept of numbers, let alone how to add them. So that stuff goes over their head. So her saying, no, if I file a fraudulent complaint, that'll be breaking the law. As opposed to them thinking about that and saying, oh, okay, well, so is that why you haven't done it? Because you knew it would be fraudulent? No, she wants subpoena power. What you mean? Oh, they're so stupid. Owens promising to name names sets the stage for testimonies, leaked documents, whistleblower statements, timelines being reconstructed, internal communications being examined. This is only beginning. How this could reshape the conservative movement. This story goes far beyond a personal dispute. It taps into deeper structural issues in conservative politics, the rise of influencer politics. Movements today are shaped not just by institutions, but by personalities with loyal online followings, independent funding, autonomous platforms, the ability to mobilize millions instantly. Owens is one of those personalities because she lies like hell. If she uncovers misconduct in a major organization, it sets a precedent because she lies like hell. Influencers can hold institutions accountable, not when you're lying like hell. Donor distrust could redefine funding. If donors believe they were deceived, a broader argument emerges. And this is where you get into the tort thing. Because Candace deceiving them by saying they're lying about something she can't prove and provides zero evidence for is also deceptive. Candace, you see how I did that? I can flip shit on your head, girl. If you're lying to people saying that they lied and they were deceptive and you need to get your money back, you're doing that under false pretenses. And now you're actually interfering with their ability to make money, to generate revenue. Question comes down to, why would you even lie that bad? Or at all? You're not questioning what's going on here. You're making an accusation. That's where the defamation comes into play. Candace refuses to read a law or asks her 3 attorneys so far about how laws work, such as defamation of malicious intent. She doesn't get it. And she doesn't care. That's why people should keep suing her and not care. If she doesn't care, then you should not care when you drop a lawsuit on her. Just get it done. Erica Kirk, come on now. Are political organizations truly transparent with supporters? This could cause hesitation in political donations, closer scrutiny from media, demands for internal audits, pressure for financial transparency. Internal fractures could lead to new alliances. Every political movement has factions. Sometimes internal conflict leads to restructuring or even the rise of new organizations. Candace already thinks she's a dictator. If Owens reveals systemic betrayal, it could result in leadership changes, resignations, new networks forming, ideological shifts within the movement. The future of TPUSA is uncertain. The next steps will determine whether they survive this, whether the movement trusts them again, whether the allegations snowball into more exposure. Right now, the organization sits on a fault line, and the ground is shaking. The public reaction, shock, anger, and demands for answers. Within hours of posts, reactions flooded in. Supporters demanded transparency. People who had donated felt blindsided. Many posted variations of what did leadership know, who betrayed Charlie, released the evidence. Critics accused TPUSA of hypocrisy. Some saw this as confirmation of long suspected internal issues. Others defended the organization. Not everyone agrees with Owens, and several voices urged caution until all evidence is released. One thing is undeniable. Virtually no one is ignoring the story. What happens next? Owens made 2 promises. She will name names. She will provide evidence. That means follow-up statements are coming. A major expose may be underway. Individuals inside TPUSA may respond defensively. Leadership may attempt damage control. And that was the end of that one. Yep. Shout out to NoReply. Child. Who child? Shout out to NoReply. I mean, the whole thing is, you know. Here, Jacqueline, let me help you some. Candace lies about things she doesn't have to lie about. I want to be clear on that. Such as her claiming she earned 2 degrees, one in journalism, one in English. Now, here's the question. Where are those degrees? And why won't she actually post them up? Because, see, what we can research online is that she dropped out of college after her 3rd year because of financial issues. But Candace has claimed in 2 separate videos that she completed 2 degrees. Journalism and English. Where are the degrees? Why won't she post them up? Where's the evidence of it? Because whenever people say this, that's the go-to for me. Right there. She lied about having 2 degrees, and yet, when she's challenged to post them up, she never does. So where are the evidence of those degrees? Because when we say we're speaking the truth, it's the absence of the evidence that allows us to tell the truth. Candace lies by omission. She doesn't even present evidence of photos that were sent to her about Brigitte Macron being born a woman. She withholds that from the public. But she acknowledges receipt of it. And y'all don't even demand that she releases all the photos. Funny to me how somehow you think she's telling the truth when she withholds information that could reveal the truth. But you won't demand that she actually provides that evidence. Why? If she has 2 degrees, why not demand that she post those degrees up? I'll wait. Because one thing the candy asses are good for, copying and pasting dumb shit. But then when it comes to them confronting her about this, they're too scared to do it. You know, being soulless and spineless, sackless and all. They'll never ask her, hey, cult leader, can you please post up these degrees? You said you had 2 degrees. Can you post them up? Can we see those degrees? Because we want to see the evidence that you earned 2 degrees within 1 year. No, they're not going to post stuff like that up. They're not going to go to her and demand that she gives them evidence. Oh, no. Why would she do that? Why would they do that? That would be too much like Ray. Can't make this stuff up. We got some more information on the Herman. So this is regarding the Purge store owner, right? Oh man, y'all can see here Mark J. Herman. This is his post. Helping take that show to #1 was one of my greatest career accomplishments. He wrote this, by the way. No reply. What's this on X or a comment under a video? At the time of that post, they were going over right here. Joe Kent was verifying who Mitch Snow was. Oh, okay, Joe Kent was verifying Mitch Snow. And he said it. Mitch Snow came out and said that Sloppy Joe Kent vetted him because Candace trusted him. So here's the hypocrisy. Sloppy Joe Kent worked for the feds. I don't care what the hell he claimed he was trying to do and not do. He still worked for the feds. So if Candace, who dogged out the idea of somebody being fed, fed slop for months, did not trust the feds, why would she trust Sloppy Joe Kent? If you don't trust the feds, you don't trust the feds. You don't trust any of them. Because he could have been stringing her along and lying to her about things too. So if you don't trust the feds, then you don't trust any of them. Why say that you have sources inside the FBI? You don't trust them, remember? You don't trust what they say. If they're full of crap, then you don't talk to any of them. Wouldn't you just go to the direct source? Like if you want to sit here and talk to Miss Snow, wouldn't you vet him your damn self? Why would you need Sloppy Joe Kent to vet him? For what? When it comes to military service, ask him for his DD-214, military ID. You and your team should be able to reach and vet him from there. Why would you need Sloppy Joe Kent to do any of that? And yet Sloppy Joe Kent does not want to be affiliated with this. Go figure. I certainly would not sit here and allow someone to come out and say, yeah, Lady Luck Club trusts this person. And then I'm not even acknowledging that person. I'm up here lying, saying, oh, no, I never collaborated with this person to do anything. Who told you all he gave me information? Mitch Snow did. Mitch Snow is out here confirming that Candace trusted Sloppy Joe Kent and that he was vetted by Sloppy Joe Kent. Go figure. While Candace is going in shows saying, I've never been given information from Sloppy Joe Kent. He had to give you some information if he vetted Mitch Snow, you dumbass girl. How would you know he vetted him? What does that look like from Sloppy Joe Kent to vet Mitch Snow? What do you send you an email or a text and say, yeah, I talked to him, he's good? Is that it? Is that all it takes? So if you're saying that someone who formerly worked for the feds vetted someone that came on your show to claim that he saw 2 people on a military base, that he could not prove he saw those people on that military base, then why would this Sloppy Joe Kent vet Mitch Snow to begin with? Why would Mitch Snow feel the need to even say that? Candace, Mitch Snow said you trusted Sloppy Joe Kent. Why? Why do you trust him? It's crazy. This is This is absolutely insane. No Reply says, so Mark Herman was working with Joe Kent and Miss Snow to produce the episodes about Fort Haktua, y'all, because it was. The whole Mitch Snow saga, Mark Herman was the director and producer of those shows. So Candace was paying Mark Herman as a producer for her shows, and he knew about Mitch Snow and all that debacle. He also knew Joe Kent was vetting this guy, because it's hard to say you're the producer of it and you have no idea about what's going on with this person coming on your show. And you know, Candace had to have off-camera conversations with Miss Snow, you know, because she's an idiot and so is he. The thing is, they can't explain or justify why she felt the need to trust Sloppy Joe Kent and why Miss Snow felt the need to say that he was vetted by Sloppy Joe Kent and that Candace trusts him. That's what's puzzling to me. Now Candace wants to deny, I've never gotten anything from Sloppy Joe Kent. He never sent me any information. He sent you vetted information about Miss Snow. What are you talking about? Miss Snow said you trust him. Of course he sent you information. What do you mean? Why lie about that? That's a small thing to lie about. Like, it's so stupid. So here we have Mark Herman confirming that he was happy to produce these shows where a dumbass liar came on that was vetted by Sloppy Joe Kent. We all caught up? Hit the 4. That's where we at now. Can't make this up. Oh, man. Oh, they're so crazy. Oh, Candace. What you doing, Waffles and Bake? How you doing? Helping take that show to number 1 was one of my greatest career accomplishments. Candace is absolutely still one of my good friends. This is Mark Herman now. Mark Herman said this. One of my good friends, and we speak fairly regularly. I've been working on other projects on the side, and it reached a point where I needed the bandwidth to focus on those. My last day as an employee was in late January, but I stayed on as a contractor to help get the new guy up to speed. The last episode I directed was her open letter to Erica Kirk, episode 303. In another tweet, Mark explained, that I have many friends that I don't 100% agree with, and that's a wonderful thing, is it? It's not even a matter of disagreeing. It's a matter of you calling them out when they're flat out wrong and bringing hurt, harm, and danger upon someone else. Mark Herman, you dumbass crab. Hermit the crab. That's what we are. It's like Brandon Tatum all over again. These two clowns who are supposed to be grown men with a spine and a sack can't tell this weird ass alien of a woman, allegedly, that she's dead ass wrong and that she's going to get Erica Kirk killed. And stalking is a felony. Brandon Tatum, you know, because you claim to be an officer and all. Stalking is a felony. Can't make this up. So somehow these idiots think it's great to have disagreements with your friends and not say anything to them when that disagreement spills over into baseless accusations where they get hit with lawsuits for defamation and conspiracy to defame. And then they go out and confess that they're stalking someone, where it's a felony. They can be charged with a felony and go to jail. Funny how that happens, huh? Mark Herman won't tell her that. Groupthink is lame as hell because he's an idiot. Oh, God, look at this. Groupthink is lame as hell. Why is groupthink one word? And people need to be open to hearing opinions that challenge theirs. Candace needs to provide evidence of those 2 degrees. That has nothing to do with her having a different opinion. That is an affirmative allegation that she stated that she needs to supply evidence for. No one told her to lie about having 2 degrees. It's not a matter of opinion of me disagreeing with her. It's a matter of lack of evidence. There's no evidence to prove that she obtained 2 degrees. Where is it? If she has it, why won't she post it? Otherwise, she's lying like hell. That's not a matter of, oh, we don't agree that red is still red. You know, you might see it as a little pinkish. I might see it as a little purplish, but whatever, it's still red. No, this is a matter of I obtained 2 degrees in journalism and in English in my last year where I returned back to college. Oh, okay. Show us the degrees. Crickets. Nothing. So what you mean? When she's challenged to provide evidence, she doesn't. So in her world, her facts are based on her opinions and how she feels about something. The end. Then how do you distinguish an opinion from a fact? You need evidence, documentation. Good grief. Otherwise, they can't grow and mature as people. This is an idiot who worked for her. I don't agree with or endorse everything she says. Everything she says, just like she doesn't agree with or endorse everything I say. We don't even know who you are, Mark Herman. When did you ever say something? I've never heard her say, no, Mark, I don't agree with what you're explaining to me. He's the one that's Mark-splaining in her ear, in her shows. When did she ever say, Mark, I don't agree with that? What are you talking about? When did she ever even say anything about a disagreement with him? Like, she doesn't agree with everything I say. Well, that's up to open interpretation. Because so far, from what we've heard, she's never disagreed with you either. So we don't know if you two have ever disagreed on anything. Yeah, it's another thing you would have to prove because you're dealing with an inveterate life. Can't make this up. Essentially, she's a good friend of mine. Yeah, because he's a coward. And I am so thankful for that. Oh, wow. Hell is hotter. While I disagree with some things she says, he can't name what he disagrees with. I'm not going to pile on to the attacks because somehow saying that she's wrong and has no evidence to support a claim about someone aiding in the murder of somebody, oh no, it's an attack on her. No, she failed to provide evidence and she won't turn it over to the authorities. You know where you should take that evidence to? She called for the jailing of Erica Kirk and could not express one crime committed. What's the statute code violated, Candace? Because Mark Herman and Brandon Tatum, 2 thunkhead cowards, will never ever ask you that question. Because they think it's just a mere disagreement of opinions. Oh no, we can't mature because Candace can't cite the statute code being violated to warrant Erica Kirk to go to jail. Go figure. The audacity. Just because some overpaid chronically online basement doorless want me to. What do you mean? I'm not in my basement, you thunkhead. And yet, we have no idea who you are either. She's never openly disagreed with this clown who also does not know anything about flight data. Are you doing Google searches when you're explaining this stuff to her? Yeah, he's doing Google searches. He has no idea what flight data is interpreted to be. None. All of that turned out to be absolutely false. Candace never ever produced any documentation on her website either. Have you all seen anything about Egyptian plane flight data on her website? Because she got debunked like hell. What was Mark J. Herman at again? Because he was not there to explain the truth to her at all. Funny how that didn't happen. Is it too much to ask to say read documentation and evidence? Or to say, hey, if you claim you have 2 degrees, you're going to have to prove it. Where are these degrees? I haven't seen them. Why don't you just hang them on your wall? Is it too much to ask for her to do that? So asking her to present evidence is an attack on her. Get the F out of here and grow up. Can't make this up. True friends have your back. True friends also tell you the truth and challenge you to present evidence. Even if these morons are doing everything they can to take food out of my family's mouth or even have me killed. Never mind Erica Kirk. Because Candace wants Erica Kirk killed. She's already stalking her. And that is a felony. The fuck is wrong with him? You can't make this stuff up. So this dumb clown decided to just sit here and play victim today. Oh, Lord. We got some more information on Jesse and Mark Herman. They are brothers and close business associates who manage the digital infrastructure and media production for high-profile clients like Candace, the dumb alien. Professional roles and partnership. The two operate in a highly integrated fashion to scale independent media brands. Jesse Herman, backed in Jensen Beach, Florida. He is the founder of Powerful LLC and lead2sale.io. He specializes in the software and e-commerce side, focusing on lead generation, automated ad management, and scaling online sales to six-figure monthly milestones. Mark Herman, formerly the lead director and producer for the Candace Owens podcast, led her production team of four people based in Nashville. He was responsible for the creative and investigative side of her show, including her viral series on Brigitte Macron, where he lied like hell. Mark Herman, why didn't you tell Candace release all the photos or none of them? But I cannot support you doing half. Why didn't he do that again? Mark Herman, are you going to be prepared to testify in court? Because you can't say I had nothing to do with any of that shit. Yeah, he's the type of clown that's going to go to court and say, Your Honor, I had nothing to do with nothing. I could never, ever tell her anything. She never listened to me. And all my Mark-splainings were null and void. I was trying to be a true friend and just be a coward and a punk ass and not correct her. Just let her do what she want to do, including saying that she's stalking somebody. Sources in direct context living in this woman's building. No, Your Honor, I was trying to be a true friend and just let her go in and, I tried my best. Yeah, okay, so you never ever ensured that she had full evidence about these Egyptian planes now? Huh? Him not speaking English. Mark Herman is one of those ones where he sounds like he's gonna try to pretend like he doesn't speak English. He gets asked a difficult question, all of a sudden he speaks a whole nother language. Mark Herman, we don't speak Ewok over here. Your dumb alien cult leader is not our Lord and Savior. We don't care about how she feel about nothing. You understand? Oh my God. Imagine him in court trying to testify. Oh, that would be something else. God. Oh, let's get back to it. So he lied like hell on Brigitte Macron too. That's what he's saying. Oh, was that it? Hold on. I want to make sure we got them all in. We're going to get to this lawsuit right quick and go over that. Let me make sure all the photos were up. NoReply, let me know if I missed something. Shout out to NoReply, y'all. Show some love for NoReply in the chat. All this fantastic research. We just saw some comments left by Mark Herman himself. Oh, man. You're so screwed. Mark Herman, you know who's going to make sure that the right people get this information right. You're a clown. Can't make this out. Let me know if I missed something. NoReply. I want to make sure I have all the information in. Did we get to the purse store? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. I didn't get all the purse store stuff. Let's go back. I gotta go back. One of these posts have the address in it. I said I wouldn't read it, so I won't. Hold on a second. 1 second. Y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to arrange these photos. Okay. I'm going to take the one out with the address. It just repeats that. I don't want to put that in there. All right. Let me go back to the images because we got some information on the purse store right quick before we go to this federal lawsuit in Florida, Candace. Oh, you're going to be catching it left and right, heifer. All right. So here we go. We got the relationship and the purse store. The connection goes beyond a simple sponsorship. I want to make sure you guys can see that. All right, cool. All right. That's what show all the websites and stuff. Okay. Oh, yes, honey. NoReply, man. You're rocking it. I give credit where it's due, man. I have the best minds on YouTube. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. And thank you all so much for showing some love to each other. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Reading is fundamental. We do it here. Relationship in the purse store. The connection goes beyond a simple sponsorship. The purse store, which is selling these damn products where Candace is saying that it can cleanse out dead parasites from your human body with no clinical trials or FDA approval. Just so we all know where we are right now. God. The Purge store, which sells detox and health supplements, is owned by Powerful LLC. And that is under the Herman brother. While Owens promotes it as a brave sponsor, she is directly integrated with the company's ecosystem through several channels. Production continuity: Mark Herman, an associate of Jesse Herman and Powerful LLC, was the lead directing producer for Candace Owens' podcast after her departure from Daily Wire. Affiliate integration: Owens uses custom promo codes such as Candace for the Purge store and frequently includes them in her official show notes. Strategic overlap: the 20 billion video views and follower metrics claimed by Jesse Herman's Powerful LLC align with the massive viral reach managed for Owens' recent independent projects. Oh my God. 20 billion video views? Oh, Lord. And yet, the candy asses get mad when my videos hit 3,000 views. Why? Why are you mad? Why does that piss you all off? They have no problem, once again, confirming that Candace does this for views, likes, clicks, subs, and money. Because they remind us of that in every video I've done on both channels now and in my live streams because reasons. They don't care about how that can ricochet back on her in court. No, just keep leaving them comments. We're here for it. Whatever. Evidence leaking to Candace Owens. Direct links between Jesse Herman's network and Candace Owens includes the production team. Mark Herman, who was closely associated with Jesse Herman's operations, recently posted that his small team of 4 people manages Candace Owens' podcast. Performance metrics: the 20 billion video views and 30 million followers figures claimed by Jesse Herman align with the massive viral reach of Owens' recent independent media projects, which frequently cross 1 million views within 24 hours per episode. And here it is, y'all. This is Candace promoting this dumb shit that is not approved by any FDA or any Institute of Health, agency, organization, nothing. No science. She's not a doctor or nurse. Nothing. Here you go, on X. She's promoting this crap. Parasites to our First Amendment might want to use my code at checkout. What parasites to the First Amendment? Defamation is not protected free speech, you dumbass girl. Candace, I tell you this all the time, and I know you're listening, you moron. Defamation is not protected under the First Amendment. Something you have failed to read, because Candace does not read the amendments of the U.S. Constitution. I can guarantee you this girl cannot cite the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution without looking it up. She can't cite it on cue. So she could care less what it says. She only weaponizes it when she gets hit with a lawsuit. She said the same thing about the Macrons. Oh, they're trying to attack our free speech. How dare Trump let these people attack us in the United States? Cite the First Amendment again? Huh? Child boo. This girl has no clue what the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution says. And defamation is not protected free speech. Her attorneys refuse to remind her of that. They just let her get on her shows and say all this dumb crap that will and can be used against her in a court of law. Candace, I told you the other day, reading the Miranda rights script to you, you do have the right to remain silent. You're just incapable of doing it. Because you're an idiot. Oh, y'all see her promoting this crap that has not been approved by any FDA? Candace, where's the clinical trials research on this? We can get you guys fixed. How? Candace, when are you going to do a video taking this capsule? Candace, I want you to do a video where you open a bottle of Purge. I want you to break open that capsule, show us what's in it, and then I want you to record yourself taking that capsule taking one of these tablets and drinking it in a video in your home, not where you get some method actor to play you. Nope. You take one of these capsules in a video. So we can see over time what it does to your damn body. Go from there. Purstore.com. Advanced digestive cleansing detox. Really? Based on what? What research backs this shit up? And yet Mark Herman feels like, oh, it would be a difference of opinion. Nope, we have regulatory guidelines for a reason. So the FDA says, don't sit out here and market things that will fall as a food or drug to the public, and we don't even know what the hell this is. Because, see, we care about the public's health and safety, while you care about making money. You're not giving this stuff out for free, and you're not taking it yourself in a video where we can see you taking it. Now, Candace, go ahead and take these capsules for like 2-3 months and record yourself every day. Post up a video of you taking this stuff, not some repeat or edited video. Live stream it, helpful. Live stream yourself taking this capsule. And like for 90 days straight, let us see what the hell it's doing to you. It might give her diarrhea. Who knows? Live stream yourself taking this capsule, Candace. All them dead parasites in you, you dumb alien. You can't make this up. Revitalize your body with our all natural cleanse designed to support overall wellness and digestive balance. Does it? You're saying it does something for the digestive system in the human body? That's science and biology and human anatomy. How exactly does this pill do that? Oh, God. Enjoy a lighter, more energized feeling. Improve digestive comfort. Oh, we got to go to the website. So here's how Candace is so stupid. Israel First wants a boycott of my show advertisers. What do you mean? No, the FDA is going to want this stuff taken down as well because you're lying to people about what it does to their human body. What you talking about? Candace, keep breaking federal laws. We're here for it. We just want them to hold you accountable when you do. That's all. We want the FDA to investigate your dumb ass along with this purge store. That's what we want. Absolutely. We want this investigated because I don't want to see people be physically harmed or injured because you're putting out some nonsense where you can't do a live stream and take this shit yourself. You know, because she's a hypocrite. Candace doesn't put this stuff in her body. She knows she doesn't know what it is. That bottle could smell like an open bottle of gasoline. Who knows? Might smell like tire fuel or something. Rubber tires. Hey, you can't make this stuff up. I'm not one where I here and just order all kinds of crap from Amazon or something like that. Like, I don't do that. I need to know what the hell I'm putting in my body. This is not a prescription medication where I can research and look up to see it's FDA approved or something I've personally grown, like, you know, some herbs or something like that. I'm not taking this shit. People need to be more careful what they put into their body. You don't have to put this stuff in your body because Candace said so. When you don't challenge her to live stream herself taking these same capsules. That's the demand that the Candy Ass cult members should be making. We want to see our cult leader go live stream and take these capsules herself. Let's see that, and then we'll think about this. And you got to do it for like 90 days. We're not buying it right away. You can kick rocks. If they started doing that, she would not be able to keep lying to them like that because she knows they're going to keep challenging me. And I don't want that because Candace doesn't. But they don't challenge her on that. You think they're going to sit here and say, live stream yourself taking these capsules for 90 days every day? A fresh live stream. We need to know it's you. And all her cult members and followers demand that. Guess what? She'll stop selling this shit. Because she knows, oh, no, I'm not taking this. Hell no. I don't. No, but here's the first. Once a boycott of my show advertisers. What do my amazing advertisers do? Double down. Head to Purge Store today and support them. Why? Take one of their pills and show us what it do to the body. You can't make this up. So this is her using politics to sell a pill that she refuses to take in a live stream video. You coward. Now, you decrepit alien. I want you to take this stuff, Candace. That's what I want. I want to go to their website because I'm in the mood. Oh, Candace. Hold on a second. We'll get to the lawsuit in a minute. I want to go on their website. Purgestore.com. Woo, child. Let's go over here to the website. And I want to see how horrible it is. This is crazy. They're selling this stuff knowing that it's not FDA approved. Oh, Jesus Christ. Purge and Toxi Binder. What does that mean? Buy now. It comes 60 capsules. They got a Toxi Binder, 120 capsules, none of which Candace has taken herself. They're saying this is good manufacturing practices, GMP, non-GMO. What does that say? Third-party lab tested, not FDA approved. What you talking about? What? Third-party lab tested? We don't care if a third-party lab tested this stuff. What did they test it to do? You understand that's not FDA approved. Lab tested? On who? And what? Rats? Dogs? Mice? Hey, how do we know these products won't cause somebody to spontaneously combust? Because, you don't have any clinical trials or anything. That's what's so crazy about this. Third-party lab tested. Because, it's too much for them to have a lab on their own and actually get scientists and do real research and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's too much to ask for. Now, Candace wouldn't be able to understand half that stuff or pronounce those terms. So, hold on a second. I'm trying to clean my glasses off. I got to see what this one is with the American flag over there. What's that? Formation? Probably. Oh, my God. Does it say probably formed in the USA? Proudly formulated in the USA. Proudly formulated in the USA. So what? Does it matter if it might cause you to explode on the inside? What? This product might contain TNT. Explosive devices at the top of the bottle under the seal. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, this is something else. Liver cleanse. Where is Where's the research to prove that this will definitely cleanse your liver? What do you mean? Liver cleanse with solar plast. What the hell is that? What is solar plast? Why do I need to look this stuff up? Oh, you can't make this up. They want to charge you $38.99 for this bullshit. Supports liver cleanse and detox, contains prolytic enzymes. You can't make this stuff up. Chloroplast. Complex from spinach leaf extract. So we can just eat spinach? Y'all, spinach is not $38.99. Why the hell does anyone need to buy this if they can just eat some spinach? You can't make this up. What's the other leaf? Oh, this is priceless. They're not even showing you the whole supplement facts here. Oh my God, y'all. You can buy spinach for less. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, it is a cheap looking website. Oh my God. Yet she wants Macron's wife to take a DNA test to prove she's a woman. What a hypocrite. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can just go eat some spinach, okay? Eat some spinach. As a matter of fact, you can grow spinach in your backyard if you know what you're doing and how to get the right soil and all that good stuff. Grow some delicious spinach. Mix that in with a little chicken broth or something and eat some spinach. Saute it. Put some garlic, a little salt and pepper, little chicken broth. Give it some flavor. Eat that with some cornbread. There you go. Cleanse your liver with spinach. You can't make this. Popeye knew better. I'm Popeye, the Sailor Man. I am what I am. You can't make this up. Candace, this bogus ass website, customer reviews, they're all bots. They're all candy ass bots. That's what they are. Not 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. 1 4-star and 7 5-star reviews. That never happens. Oh, you can't make this up. Never happens. All your reviews are 5 stars except one, which is a 4-star. So no one came over here and complained. It said his stuff had me running to the bathroom every 15 minutes. Don't drink this with a milkshake. It will tear your stomach out. Oh, this product is not endorsed or approved by the FDA. Like, you don't see any comments like that at all. Oh my God, good cleansing programming. Yeah, because people spell programming. Candace, this is one of your dumbass bots. Oh, they can't even spell her name correctly. Of course they can't spell program. Programming? They're trying too hard. You can't, all this is priceless. Candace. Exactly. People can buy reviews. Candace, your dumbass bots are at it again. So you're sharing your bots with PurgeStore.com for what? They buy these dumbass reviews, and these people can't even, these reviews aren't even spelled correctly. Oh my good Lord. Taking the 60 days cure currently looks good. Can tell you more in March. What? We're in May. Any follow up to this? Y'all, oh, this is so pathetic. Is there any follow up to this? Oh my God. Valerie why y'all putting your name in here? Liver cleanse with solar plast. I have gone the 30 days with parasite. Good grief. Parasite. Y'all, how do you spell parasite in the chat? Parasite. None of these damn comments can spell worth a damn. They can't spell at all. They're not even trying. Oh, they're not even trying. How do y'all spell parasite? Parasite. Parasite. Thank you, Angie. What are we seeing here? Parisite. All these comments, all these bots are so dumb. Candace, you need to upgrade your bots to have spell check. They're still stuck on stupid. Cleanse. Still taking liver cleanse. All seems good. Don't know what I should expect. Seems good. How do you know it's good? What do you mean? You can just eat some damn spinach. What you should be doing is reading the dictionary. Because that is not how you spell parasite. This is priceless. Oh, Lord have mercy. Candace. Allergen warning. Contains soy and wheat from a fermentation process, including soy and wheat. Solarplast is a registered trademark of Deerland Probiotics and Enzymes Inc. So they have other companies involved with this bullshit. none of which is FDA approved. Take 3 capsules daily, preferably with meals or as directed by a healthcare professional. Why would a healthcare professional tell you to take this crap when Mark Herman or the other Herman and Candace Owens are not doctors? They're pumping this bullshit out, but then they're telling you to take as directed by a healthcare professional. A healthcare professional will be looking at you saying, what the hell is this? What did you get this from? Where's this perstore.com? Why would a healthcare professional get caught up in this bullshit that's not approved by the FDA? Any healthcare professional tell you to take any capsule with no clinical trials, no research, that's not approved by the FDA, they should lose their medical license, period. Get the F out of here. What medical professional is going to say, yeah, take these capsules that I've never heard of that you can get off of Candace's website where she's not a doctor and it's not approved by the FDA? No clinical trials, no nothing. Somehow being tested by some third-party lab. We don't know if they keep up to standards of code. They could have rats flowing through their lab. We don't know. They might think that they're testing parasites. It could be rat poop. They could be transferring the hermavirus or hantavirus. Hantavirus? Yeah, they could be transferring this hantavirus in their capsules. Who knows? Who knows? No healthcare professional will co-sign off on this BS if it's not approved by the FDA. They could lose their medical license. So what medical professional is going to tell you to take this bullshit again? Give me one doctor's name. You got to take 3 of these a day. Candace. Oh, I want to know one medical professional that would co-sign on these tablets. Because they need to be reported. When we say medical professional, they're referring to a doctor. Oh my God. Oh, this is something else. Oh, Vita Labs is legit. They are the source of the products. Purge Store is not making anything at all. They just drop ship them. Yeah, Vita Labs is said to go to a medical professional when they're not FDA approved. So imagine going to your doctor and saying, hey, doc, I wanted to cleanse my liver today. As opposed to me eating the actual vegetable spinach, I'm going to take these weird ass capsules that Vita Lab made, and they're not approved by the FDA. I have no idea the effect that they have on the human body. And Candace is marketing this crap, but she refuses to do a live stream where she takes these pills herself. What should I do? What do you recommend? Oh, no reply. You walked into a just gold situation right here. This is some stellar research. You can't make this up. 3 a day. How many in a bottle? 60. So they have the liver cleanse that has 60 capsules, and then there was another one that had 120. I can't believe they said, or as directed by a healthcare professional. When a healthcare professional would never direct you to take this. A healthcare professional would not direct you to take this. A healthcare professional, meaning they're licensed and certified. That's what we understand as professional. Now, whatever Vita Labs and Purge Store and the Hermans mean by healthcare professional, I don't think it's the same as an actual healthcare professional. Someone licensed and certified. They would not recommend something not approved by the FDA. My doctor will never, ever do that. Now, your doctor can say, you might want to take some supplements. But they'll tell you to take some supplements approved by the FDA. You know, like a Flintstone vitamin. What, y'all? Who grew up on Flintstone vitamins? Come on now. Hit the 4 if you've taken Flintstone vitamins. I still do. You can't make this up. Look at all the things that, oh, look at this. What's going on? Eric says, look at lemon juice, green teas, 1 banana, and some prune with some Metamucil. you'll get cleansed. Exactly. Boy, this is something else. Oh, man. Oh, Candace. Oh, my God. Or eat the spinach. This is something else. Oh, that is all. Candace is a demon. She is. Sea Star said 3 a day would be 20 days. Yeah. This thing is saying take 3 a day in the 60 tablets. We have not seen Candace take one of these capsules on a live stream. She never digests any products that she advertises in her shows that are digestible of the human body. You don't see her eating any product from Hidden Valley Ranch or whatever it is. You know, all that cow meat and stuff she sells. Like, you don't see her actually cooking that in her kitchen and sitting down and actually eating that. She never uses her own products in videos. She just simply puts it out there. But see, that's the issue. Why won't she do that? No, Candace, put that in your body. And let us know what happens in 20 days. As opposed to eating the actual spinach. Look at all these 4s we got up in here. Many, no reply. Cece said 4 is still due. Harry said here's a rough grandpa way. Oh, listen, give my kids vitamin gummies. And there you go. Juju said 4. Listen, I still do. I grew up on Flintstones multivitamins. Tasted like chalk. It was terrible. We put it down. Now they have gummies and stuff. I grew up on them. Still buy them. Still take them. It's that simple. No one needs to do, like, you just need the proper balance of vitamins and minerals in your body, plus drink plenty of water. As opposed to taking this crap and spending $39 for it, go buy some spinach. It's much cheaper. You can put it in a crock pot, let it simmer, clean off the, spinach. You got to clean them off because they grow in the ground. Clean to get all the dirt off. Or you can get the frozen bag of spinach and then just rinse it off real good. Put in like some smoked turkey necks, honey. Let that simmer for a few hours, 3-4 hours. Let the flavor get infused into all of that. Make some cornbread. And that's a whole meal by itself. Child, you can mix it in with some mustard greens, some collard greens, turnips. Get all the greens. Just put it in one pot together. Eat all of them at once with some smoked turkey necks and some cornbread. Child, depending on how good the juice is, you can drink the juice separately. The hell you need to spend $39. That's what? How much is a bag of frozen spinach? Like $5, $6? Get fresh spinach. Still cheaper. Can't make this up. No spinach costs $39. Oh, Candace, you suck. And this girl is promoting this. She's out here promoting this crap. Oh, man. Oh, Lord, here you get the triple pack. Purge with free toxin binder. Oh, Jesus. Bundle purge and digeszymes plus. Oh, good God. This is a whole nother pill. So all this stuff is designed to help you go to the bathroom. Drink some water, eat some spinach. You can't make this up. They got you, man. You can take some yogurt or something in. You allergic to that? There's always some alternatives. This stuff right here, oh my good God in heaven. You can't make this up. And look how much it costs. $70, $127, $31.74. This is just for colon. 15 days. $31 for 15 days. $39. $372. 1 year. Gold package. It's like a pyramid scheme, except capsules they want you to swallow and take with water 3 times a day. Liver cleanse, $38.99. Purge, $46. What are you getting these amounts? $46.74. It's like they're just coming up with random numbers. Yeah, this is what she's promoting. This is what she's promoting. Silver package, 60 days, $136. What? I'm done with this. $372. You can't make this up. And the candy asses are like, oh, that's such a great deal. Let me use the Candace promo code to get 50% off of $372 damn dollars. Now I'm not paying my light bill or my water bill. I'm gonna buy these stupid tablets that are not approved by the FDA that could literally poke a hole in my digestive system. Could cause my internals to spontaneously combust. Who knows? And I gotta take this 3 times a day. When we gonna watch Candace take this? Candace, you do it first. $38.95. $118.76. Look, what kind of is that? What in the world? Why are these amounts weird? 76 cents? You see something ending in 76 or 74? Because 0.99 is one thing. 0.54, 0.30. You might want to steer clear of that. So it's not 99 or 95. It's 76 or 74 cents or something. Obviously, this is a gift. Advanced heavy, it's going to help you go to the bathroom. Oh, Lord. Toxi binder. Advanced heavy metal detox. Advanced mushroom complex. Humate black mineral powder. What is that powder? 120 capsules. Dietary supplement. Good grief. Oh, my God. These statements have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Is it now? Is that right? Hold on. That's the whole. So you say that. Candace. You sitting here talking about First Amendment and parasites and it gets rid of parasites. How? You're saying that this is going to happen to the human body if you take these tablets. But yet this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. That includes dead parasites. Because how do you know those parasites are not a byproduct of a disease? Or that someone is not actively getting medical treatment and under prescription medication because of such parasites. You're saying that we're going to get you guys fixed up. That's what she said in this dumbass post. You can't make this up. Candace, things that you cannot treat, diagnose, or cure anything. Well, you're posting something else. You're posting something else, girl. Because you're saying we can get you guys fixed. Revitalize your body with our all-natural cleanse designed to support overall wellness and digestive balance. This is what you're claiming. You talking about your advertisers and Israel First and all that BS? No, the U.S. the U.S. Food and Drug Administration said we don't even know who you people are. We don't know what is a Beta Lab and a Purge and something. What is this? We can get you guys fixed. How? You're not a doctor. You can't fix anything. There's nothing to fix. Candace. You're not able to even give off the hint to the reasonable reader or listener that is watching my video, looking at your dumbass posts, that anything can fix them, especially physiologically, because you are not a doctor and this is not approved by the FDA. You can't say we will get you guys fixed. No, you won't. Because now you have to explain biologically what's broken. Oh, here are all the things we can fix up. No, wait, what? Girl, you better off saying just eat some spinach. Don't mind this because I'm not taking this in a live stream. Lady Luck Club keep challenging me to take these pills. No. So y'all just go buy some spinach. Save that $38.99 and go buy some spinach. I made this up. No, the candy asses won't do that. So she's sitting here saying that she's going to fix people, which she cannot do because, none of those statements were approved by the FDA at all. Nothing Candace says is approved by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, including but not limited to the terms fix, correct, diagnose. Like, you can't do any of that. Nope. Oh my God. Here are all the ingredients. So y'all can just go buy some mushrooms, turkey tail mushroom, all these mushrooms, shiitake. Y'all can go buy this stuff and just cook it and eat some mushrooms. What do you want? Mushrooms, spinach. That's a whole meal right there with some cornbread. Girl. Let's get over to this lawsuit right quick. I just want to go over it briefly. Shout out to all of you all tuning in. Thank y'all so much for watching, getting in this good information. Candace, in the U.S. District Court, Middle District of Florida, Orlando Division, you've been named in a lawsuit, you dumbass. There you go. Candace, what are you doing for this lawsuit? You want all your cult members to give you money for attorney's fees. And yet you brought this on yourself, which is, wow, this is priceless. No one told her to get in on this nonsense. Oh my God. So Eric DeFord brought forth this class action complaint against corporate defendant Doe, and then of course all these people he named, to include that LGB coin. Go back. LGB coin.io. And then several other people here, including Candace, because she's here. The following allegations are based upon personal knowledge as the plaintiff's own facts upon investigation by plaintiff's counsel and upon informed belief where facts are solely in possession of defendants. And then, of course, they go over the nature of the case. They talk about the meme coins that were put out between November 4, 21 and March 15, 21. We went over this as well in a separate video. But they're basically saying they knew that this coin was fake, had no value to it, and was an unregistered security before they told everyone on their platform to buy them. They didn't put any of that information forward. They never showed any research proving that this stuff was registered securities or anything. And they did it with the intent to defraud us. They took our money after they promoted the hell out of this, pumped up the value of it. That was never real. Then they sold them. We gave them our money, and we never got a coin of value that was registered that we could trade or sell, if anything at all. And then it had other companies in on this. And that's kind of the premise to this lawsuit. And since it's a class action, what can happen is they end up getting to a point where they start mediating. Because imagine a trial on this, a trial hearing on this, a jury trial for this. You got all these co-defendants, and then you have a class action. So it's multiple plaintiffs and other people affected that were harmed and damaged because of this. All of that documentation going through the courts. More than likely, when you see class action, more than likely, not always, but more than likely, there's going to be some level of a settlement because they don't want to have to go to court. And then all these co-defendants got to put out their financials. They got to testify. They got to give over discovery because Candace thinks she has subpoena power. Candace, why aren't you talking about this lawsuit? That's my question. Why don't you talk about this lawsuit, Candace? This is a federal lawsuit. You violated federal law, girl. You're being accused of it anyway. She ain't going to talk about this? Classaction.org. You guys can always go check this out. And let me drop the link in the chat to this filing. Let's Go Brandon meme token creators promoters hit with class action over alleged pump and dump scheme. So that's where this lawsuit can be found on this website. Child, Candace, you're not gonna talk about this. You just gonna promote some dumbass capsule pills that are not approved by the FDA. That somebody is saying, hey, go to your doctor and use as directed by your professional healthcare. Hell no. Your your healthcare professional is gonna tell you to take this 3 times a day. They don't even know what this is. This girl is not impervious to these types of schemes and scams. So for her to lie about TPUSA mismanaging funds is common for her. She has no quarrels with that because she's not going to produce any evidence to support it. But yet, she won't go to the authorities. She won't go to the feds with it either. Funny how she doesn't go to the right people and file these complaints. But she'll sit here and promote something as a so-called sponsor that's not approved by the FDA. And talking about, we'll get you guys fixed. No, she won't. She shouldn't even be saying that. But, keep going, girl. We'll just keep snipping this stuff and saving it. When you all see the thing come out talking about if you or your family member experienced a headache, stroke, heart attack, or even death, please contact this number. You might be, eligible to receive compensation and damages. Yeah, they'll be talking about Purge Store. Can't make this up. All right, y'all. That's all we got. No reply. You got anything else to add? Let me know if I missed something. Y'all, please take vitamins and eat spinach. And not a sponsor, but is an internal company directly associated with the director of her show and has been partners in multiple excursions with Candace directly. There you go. One of the owners of this Purge Store Powerful LLC, the Herman Brothers, one of which whom was the producer of Candace's show, her podcast, until what? March, May of this year. I'm going to go back to his post. This was 2 months ago. So his last episode he directed was episode 303, where she did the open letter to Erica Kirk. And it came out with this awful series that he refuses to tell her was awful. You think Mark Herman is going to do a post saying, Candace, I do not agree with this BS nonsense you're doing. Go sit down and have several seats, you dumb heifer. You're going to get this girl killed and her small children put into immortal danger. That might be what you want, but we're not prepared or ready or even that soulless to see that happen. And leave her the hell alone. You don't like Erica Kirk? Leave her alone. Stop letting her live rent-free in your head 24/7. You can't make this up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I sent you all Jesse Herman's websites to your email. All right, we will check that out for our next live stream. We got to do a Candace Owens marathon, y'all. So I'm going to schedule that for tomorrow. I appreciate all of you all. This has been absolutely fantastic. Shout out to NoReply in the chat. Show them some love. Thank you all so much for your support up in the LLC. Oh, Thomas is a new sub. Thanks for all the laughs. You are absolutely welcome. Oh, y'all. Don't eat out. Buy grass-fed meat, wild-cut fish, free-range eggs, fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Drink homemade beef, chicken broth, uncured meat, steamed vegetables, and nuts. There you go. Gotta be happy. Listen, we gotta all be healthy. And if you need vitamins to help supplement what you're not getting in your diet, let it be FDA approved. So if anything goes wrong, you can sue the hell out of them. You imagine going to court with Vita Labs, and they're like, well, we never got approved from the FDA. We told you all that. We didn't know what it would do to your stomach. Like, oh my God. Candace, you're the worst. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of you all. You guys be good. FCC bullying Erica Kirk. Are they? Oh God. Her child. Candace is the worst. Thank you so much, No Reply. Thank you. I appreciate you all of you all. Make sure you hit that like button. And at the conclusion of the live stream, hype this video up so we can get this information out there. And somebody send it to Candace and tell her, I'm on your ass. And until we see you do live streams taking these stupid vitamins and minerals and pills and whatever you think you taking in, you should not be marketing this to anyone talking about you're going to get somebody fixed. No, you will not. You're not a doctor. All right, y'all be good. If you can tune in to the next live we're going to do on Umar, please do. If not, I will see you all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. with Fax Me, a.k.a. Steve, over there on Fax Me YouTube channel. Check them out, and I will see you all then. Shout out to all of you all. Lady Luck Club out. Deuces. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.